Now, new information coming, the latest. Let's look on the touch screen here. So you can see the letter. Can you put it on for them to see? Well, they'll put it on. Yes. Okay, great. So on the bottom left of your screen, you can see the letterhead of the GPGC people. And we have put the magnifying glass as the address of the company, the GPGC people. Okay, so here is the address. It's on here. The registered office of these people is the office of Dr. Dominic Ayine, the Deputy Attorney General at the time of the President Mahama administration. So you can see registered office, CO, Ayine and Feli Law Offices. Number 3 Mango Street, adjacent Lion House, East Legon, Ghana. Telephone number, so and so, company number. Now, this one is the registered address on the letterhead of the company that got the power purchasing agreement, that got the content in there, that allowed them to go to the arbitration and collect 170 million. Their registered address at the time that they were doing business with Ghana was the office of the Deputy Attorney General at the time. That was their registered address. It's a matter of fact, a matter of document. So, when we got this information this afternoon, we reached the Deputy Attorney General. Of course, I know him very well, my former lecturer, Dr. Dominic Ayine, who was in this studio during the election petition. Of course, you know that Dominic Ayine is in the news for other things. So I reached him. I said, Dr. Dominic, we have found this matter. The company that is in issue in this matter, the address is your office address. But you were Deputy Attorney General at the time. And therefore, you may have participated in the government doing the contracts. Later on, we'll play Kwabena Donko for you, who will tell you that the contract was designed by the Attorney General people. The lawyers at the Ministry of Power and the Attorney General people, they put the contract together. Dr. Ayine is a Deputy Attorney General, and therefore he may have had a role to play in putting the contract together. The company that we are contracting with, its registered office, according to their letterhead, is the same registered office of Dr. Dominic Ayine. It says that registered office, care of Ayine and Feli Law Offices, Mango Street, adjacent Lion House, East Legon, Ghana. This is the registered office of the people. So we spoke to we texted Dr. Ayine about this, and he gave us his response. We are not making any judgment. We have showed you this one. We'll show you his response. When the phone lines are open, you can talk. Here is Dr. Ayine's response. Let's take it word for word. He says to us, "Good evening, Paul. Neither me nor my firm had any interest in the company. One of the lawyers then working in my firm was approached by the Ghanaian partners of the company to assist them with legal work." Okay. Basit, whom we know, we'll show you his photograph in a bit. Basit, whom we know, who is a lawyer, gave them our office address for purposes of the registration. Purposes of the registration. So for purposes of registering their company, in coming to do business with the government of Ghana, lawyer Basit gave them the office of the law firm of the Deputy Attorney General for registration. So that's how they registered their company, the Ghanaian partners. Okay. Basit left the firm a few weeks into his relationship with them and set up his law practice and continued to work with them. I, Dr. Ayine, had nothing whatsoever to do with and never met anyone connected to the company. That's Dr. Ayine's honorable response. So that's it. You can make what you want to make out of it. The phone lines are going to be open and we can deal with it very quickly before we go to census. Okay, so this is Abdul Basit Aziz Bamba. Great guy, great lawyer. He was, so if you watch the election petition, Basit was the guy who was sitting behind Chachu Chikata. He sat behind Chachu Chikata most of the time. He was one of the lawyers for President Mahama in the election petition. He was also one of the president's nominees on the NCA board during the President Mahama time. He's a good friend of Dr. Ayine. They used to work together, but as you can see from Dr. Ayine's responses, Basit doesn't work with him again. After the company was registered, Basit left and continued to represent the company, the Ghanaian partners of the company. So this is Abdul Basit on your screen. Nice guy, very, very, very good guy. Every time he's smiling, very, very nice guy. Basit, very clever lawyer. Okay, let's come back on the screen. So you can see Dr. Ayine's letter, Dr. Ayine's response. We'll put it out on our social media page and you can deal with it. But this is the evidence of the fact that the registered office was Dr. Ayine's office, and Dr. Ayine has tonight given us his response to the matter. So someone comes here and says that But Dominic Ayine has admitted to the primary facts. One, that his law firm registered the company, that his law firm registered the GPGC company, that his law firm was the registered office of the company, that it was done by his associate or partner. So really, Mr. Paul, Dominic Ayine has admitted the fact that his law firm represented the company at the same time he was Deputy Attorney General. Okay, it says, questions arising. Were they also lawyers for the company, that's his law firm? Were they business associates of the company for them to supply their address as the registered office of the company? Or were they the ones who drafted the agreement? Interesting questions. He's asking that Dominic Ayine was Deputy Attorney General, was his law firm lawyers for the company? Was his law firm business associates of the company, or was it his law firm that drafted the agreement? Okay, you can have the answer yourself. Another person comes and says Dominic Ayine can't purge himself. Okay, so that's the responses on the phone to the Dominic Ayine aspect of it. Sammy Gyamfi has responded. Our good friend Sammy Gyamfi. He says as follows, I'll read it. Okay, I'm going to put it, send it over to them. So they'll put it on a touch screen and then we can do it later on. It's a short response. He says, good evening, Paul. Your editorial on the GPGC judgment debt is full of deliberate distortions of facts and blatant falsehood. I would like a one-on-one interview opportunity on Good Evening Ghana to respond accordingly and set the records straight. Ghanaians deserve to know the truth about the cause of this avoidable loss. So I replied and said, okay, I will read this on TV and we can do an interview on Tuesday. He says, sure, I'm ready. Get ready for it. Tuesday, Sammy Gyamfi, live on Good Evening Ghana. To do what? To respond to the GPGC editorial that we had tonight. Okay, that's the end of the political announcement.